Today we are going to discuss all things Westside. It is a neighborhood in Omaha, Nebraska. My name is Morgan Putnam and I'm a realtor in Omaha. Let's get into it. Westside is a school district in Omaha, and everything is based around the schools, which is a unique aspect of Westside. Westside was built up as a suburb of Omaha, though now it is mostly just central Omaha. With this location, it makes it super easy to get anywhere in the Omaha metro. You can hop on Dodge and get east to west super fast and north to south. It is an amazing location if you are working midtown or downtown or way out west. You can get everywhere very quickly. A lot of folks move to Westside for the school district. People love Westside schools. You can get online and kind of look at some of the pros and cons of Westside schools, but overall that is a huge draw to the area. There are folks that have been living here for generations. There are 10 elementary schools in Westside School District, 1 middle school and 1 high school. And so that kind of gives you a frame of reference for the size. Some of the other districts in Omaha have many high schools, and so it gives Westside a little bit of more of a small town community feel because there's only 1 high school for the school district. Because of this smaller feel, it gives it a real community feel. People get to know each other. There is a lot of pride in the neighborhood elementary schools, and that carries then through into middle school and high school, and people are very supportive of everything that the school does. Christ the King Catholic School is also in Westside School District. There's the Montessori Children's Room, as well as just west of Westside is also Mary Our Queen Catholic School. So there are a few private school options also in the Westside area. As I mentioned before, there are 10 elementary schools. So those are some of the parks for the neighborhoods, are also the elementary schools. And then there are also quite a few other parks that are just public parks. There's Toll Park and there's Swanson School Park, which is bigger than just the elementary school, and a few other parks throughout. Overall, Westside is a very quiet place. There is very suburban feeling. Back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, it was not guaranteed to have sidewalks in suburban neighborhoods. As people mostly were driving cars, developers didn't see a need to put in sidewalks because walkability wasn't a huge priority back then. And so there are a lot of neighborhoods with no sidewalks. So you always want to be careful when you're walking around the neighborhood, going for an evening walk, just to make sure cars see you because you are having to walk in the street. Also, there are quite a few forested neighborhoods, which people are usually surprised by, and something to be aware of if you want to live in a very forested place. There are a couple of like creeks that run through. The Big Papio Creek, which has the Big Papio Trail on it, which is a great trail for running or biking. But because of those creek beds, there is a little bit of a floodplain, and then also a lot of trees have grown up around there, which leads to these forested areas. In 2024, the average close price for Westside was $398,000. There are quite a few variety of homes in the Westside area. There are some huge, gorgeous, gigantic homes, and then there are also very modest homes in different neighborhoods. There are quite a few raised ranches because I mentioned all of the hills. So people are having to build those raised ranches with the garages kind of on the ground level, and then it goes up a little bit to get into the main house. There has also been some movement in the direction of tear downs. So people are tearing down the original house that was built because these lots are very large in the neighborhood, and then building these large homes. A lot of homes have had remodels or additions put onto them over the years. It's a pretty affluent area, and so people have the money in order to update the homes and then also do additions. And so that has led to a lot of houses that just had like a 2-car garage to having a 3 or 4, maybe even 5-car garage. There are also like the modest homes that you can get into in Westside, that the 3-bed, 2-bath, maybe a split level and 1-car garage, all the way up to multi-million-dollar homes. And at any given time, there's between 15 to 20 homes for sale in Westside. So that is not very many. And we are talking about a pretty limited area of Omaha, which is why there is not that many homes for sale at any given time. It can lead to quite a bit of competition in the neighborhood for homes when they come on the market, especially ones that are updated and priced right. They tend to sell very quickly and for top dollar. Because the neighborhood was being developed in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, this is one of the main areas to find mid-century modern homes in Omaha. It still is not, there are not like a flood of mid-century modern homes, but if that is something that's important to you, there are quite a few mid-century modern homes in the area. There are not a lot of businesses in the Westside area. Again, it was initially a suburb, even though now it is no longer a suburb in Omaha. And so there are a lot of the industry in Omaha is in the midtown to downtown area. With that being said, though, there are quite a few different shopping centers. There's Countryside Village, which is just, it's like a 1950s strip mall that is just on the north side of Pacific across from the high school. And there are a lot of different restaurants and places to, little boutiques, places to shop and visit in there. Some of my favorite places are the Casual Pint, which is a place that has a lot of different beers on tap. There's Timber, Koji, Salad Creek Breakfast Club, lots of different great food options. There's also One Pacific Place on Pacific Street, right off of about like 100th. And that is where the Trader Joe's is, and a lot of different restaurant options, some shopping, and a few doctor's offices. If you continue up 100th, then you get into the Regency area. So Regency is a neighborhood and then also a little business district. That is like, there's a Lululemon there, Borsheim's is there, there's Pottery Barn. So it's a shopping area, a few restaurants, but then it's also a neighborhood. And about half of the Regency neighborhood is in Westside School District, and the other half of it is in Omaha Public School District. There's a newer development called Regency Landing, and that has a Via Farina, Early Bird, Blue Sky Pickleball. So it's mostly just restaurants, but it is a super fun place to go and visit, and it's all brand new. Loveland Center is at 90th and Center, and that is another little business district. The Bookworm is in there, and that is a fabulous independent bookstore in Omaha, and that is also on the same intersection corner of the Westside Hy-Vee. Westside is also home to Happy Hollow Club. That is a country club in Omaha. Overall, Westside is known for being very community-minded. It's all about the schools, and people love how centrally located it is to all that Omaha has to offer now that Omaha has expanded in all different directions. If you have any questions about Westside or any other neighborhood in Omaha, reach out at any time. I'd love to help.